Hey everybody, it is Saturday, August 29th, and it's time for my weekly sketchbook review. This week, just a little bit, I guess, of my vlogging end of everything. Monday and Tuesday, I was in lectures all day long. So I did a lot of my sketching during those lectures, and it was difficult because they had the lights dimmed. And I was able to get some stuff done, but not a whole lot, and I added a few stickers to my sketchbook. They're just like little stupid light little hearts with smiley faces. And then I did this, I don't know if I showed this last week or not, but I did this Nega Piper with a nice hot pink skirt. Man, this glare is terrible. But yeah, I worked on that, I believe, Sunday night after I did my last sketchbook review. And yeah, but not a whole lot really got done this week. As soon as my lectures were over, I had to start getting things ready for school again. I had to go purchase some books, and I haven't purchased them all yet. I needed to get working on my commissions again, and really I haven't gotten too much done with that because we are having some issues with our water pump for our well, and we're trying to get that figured out. And then of course I had laundry to do because I waited a week and a half to do it, so it was super piled up. So yeah, and I did a lot of digital sketching, but I'm not going to show that just because nothing really came of it. It's just a little bit of digital sketching. But a lot of I've been looking at tutorials, I've been looking at style changes that I want to make. I've been ordering some recommended animation books just for funsies, just for reference. Really, I mean, I'm almost scared because I'm putting so much dedication into my art again, and I have to start nursing school, and that's going to be a huge dedication. But I did realize that these lectures, because they were review lectures, that I've retained quite a bit of information. I need to get back into the mindset, and I'll be okay. So I think I'm going to be okay this next semester, and it's my last one, so kind of excited about that. But yeah, let's get into the sketchbook here. This is, of course, my little travel sketchbook, my little clinical sketchbook that I'm keeping with me. And I love it now because I decorated it in ways that I like, so I've been using it a lot more. I want to add some stickers to this front cover. I just need to determine what sticker. I think I want to do a sticker of Amy on a stripping pole or something like that. I haven't decided yet, though. So you guys seen up till about here-ish. Like here, I know I showed last week, and then I don't know if this was up or not, but I'll show it again anyway. But these are just those nursing school student designs that I was working on. And then I was in the middle of my lecture and I didn't know what to draw, so I decided, you know what, let's go ahead and do a Nega Piper, because this sketchbook isn't inclusive. I don't want it to be inclusive. It was originally going to be only for like my nursing school stuff, comics, but I decided, you know something, if I'm drawing, I'm drawing. So if it's Nega Piper or if it's my nursing school student, who cares? So she snuck her way in, and she's just kind of sitting there looking all sassy. She's actually, what I wanted her to be wearing is like a black camisole, and I mean she is, but I should have widened the sleeves. I should have made it like, and I still could make it a thicker sleeve, and then these are supposed to be military style pants and a belt, because at some point while she's with Haru, I know that he's going to probably make her start dressing more militaristically, because you know normally she's just walking around in like see-through clothing or very low-cut clothing or whatever, because that's just how she rolls. She's used to garnering attention that way. But I figured that when she's around his men, that she has to dress a little bit more conservatively, because, you know, can't be distracting guys with the duck boobage. So at some point she's probably going to have to start wearing more militaristic clothing. But I always have it like the rule is she has to be wearing his hat. Like, if he's going to make her wear a hat, it has to be his, because she's not going to wear her own hat. And she stole his hat on this first page. I like it, but whatever. You get what I mean. But I don't know. The more I draw her, the more I like her. Like, overall, as a character. Like, I'm actually starting to favor her more than regular Piper. Just pretty bad. This is just a blue sketch. It's hard to see, I know, because the blue lead that I used for these first few pictures, it wasn't a legit photocopy safe, or what's it called? photo whatever pencil, so it's super light. The lead is super hard and super light, so you have to go over multiple times to get your lines, which I kind of didn't like because, like I said, the lighting in that place, they dimmed it down because we were watching slideshows, so it was really difficult. But another nursing student doodle looking at some papers, and this is a heart. And the rule is, I know it's hard to see, the rule is in nursing schools, if it's a box, it's your brain. If you put a quadrant into it, make it into 4 boxes, it's a heart. So I was trying to be a little bit more artsy and make it like into a legitimate heart, but this is just some notes that I took really quick about directional blood flow through the cardiovascular system, through your heart, you know, the ventricles, the atriums, and which leads to what, you know. I'm mislabeled on this too. I'm realizing that as I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, I messed up. But I can always go ahead and, you know, fix it. I need to review that stuff anyway because we're going into cardiac, so I should probably know cardiac stuff. But those were notes. More nursing school doodle, just pulling her hair back. I was kind of getting the character finalized a little bit more, and yeah. And then this popped up, Nega Trevor and Nega Piper. At some point, Haru does kind of kick her out, and that shouldn't be a surprise, but he does, and she does run into Nega Trevor, and she does get beat up pretty good. I mean, Haru hits her, Nega Trevor hits her. It's like, But, I don't know, I've been debating on just, like, not letting her be in any sort of a stable relationship, just because, like, they never seem to go very well for her. She always ends up hurt, like, physically and mentally, so, you know. But she's all bruised up in this one, and he's questioning her, but he actually wasn't the one who did it. It's actually just some random people, probably, who did it, or who did do it, and it's like, oh, okay, well, you go beat up, good job. But I guess, I don't know, in this instance, it was based on a small role play I had done. He's more curious as to why she puts up with it and all that crap. Like, again, it was strangers who did it, but, you know. And he's even more curious as to why she's not running, screaming like everybody else has from him. And it's like, well, you know, beat up, don't have the energy. It's like, is screaming really going to stop you from attacking me? Is running really going to change anything? So she's kind of at that point in this where she's like, you know something, I don't care. You don't scare me, and you could just go ahead and do what you want because everyone else does. So she's kind of down on herself, but not really, like, it's always momentary with her. Like, she'll get like that, you know, after she's lost a fight or gotten kicked out or whatever, but then she's like right back to her normal self of, well, I don't give a crap, you know, I'm better than all y'all, whatever. She's a complex character, very bipolar in some aspects, and it's hard to get into her mindset, and I try not to do it too much, but yeah, but again, it's part of the reason why I like her. It's like she has very real emotions to me. Like, she's not always cocky and arrogant or anything like that. She does have her moments of, I'm just a piece of trash, I'm just, you know, out there for people to use, and, you know, she's not ignorant of that fact, and it does get her down from time to time, especially when she's put in a helpless situation. But at the same time, it's like she does bounce back from it, and I guess that resilience is kind of what I like about her, even if she's crazy as F, but really. Alright, and then I drew Militia. Militia kind of, I think the character, I haven't talked to her creator yet, but to me, like, her character has kind of changed a little bit and become more elegant, more sophisticated since Negaduck is out of the picture, which is great because I think it's character development. I love seeing it. So I kind of doodled her. Now the hair is like a little bit too flat, but I always imagined that like it's been 5 years since all that went down, that her hair has maybe gotten longer, more elegant. I just wanted to give it a more elegant look. So yeah. And people flipped out because I drew a nipple on a duck. It's like, y'all just need to calm down. Who cares? If they can have chicken breast and duck breast, you know, sell it in the store. I roll at all that stuff because it's like, it's usually like very young 12-year-olds who get on me about that. It's like, okay, do you guys not look at yourself naked in the mirror? Do you not realize that you have nipples? Female, male, both of you? Just chill. It's no big deal. God, don't like it? Then fine. You don't have to look at it. And you certainly don't have to comment. But I use Sharpie, so it kind of bled through, so. And then again, this is that light blue pencil. I was just kind of doodling character ideas. I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just doodling to doodle. And this was with that light blue pencil. This was before I left because I was doing page to page, and then I decided I need to start using the backs of my pages where possible. So this is Piper, and she's got some flowers, and she's sniffing them. Her bill's a little bit too big, but whatever. She's got some flowers in her hand, and she's happy. And then I drew a human version of Cassiopeia, who's Miss Mal's character. I gave her a human appearance just because, I don't know, I felt like drawing people, but I felt like drawing Cassie at the same time. I was like, well, I'll just draw her as a human. I can do it, and it's not canon, so whatever. It was just fun to draw her, so. I love Cassiopeia. She's so cute. She's so cute. She really is, y'all. She's a very cute character. And then I decided to draw Craven as a human because I could. And I've decided that he's going to have like this massive wound right here because he's such a jerk that I'm sure that he's been shot at and stabbed and punched in the face. So yeah, his face is a little off, but I drew man body just like it. I had to sneeze, it was coming. I could feel it. But yeah, I drew Mabs, little Mabs. It's not full on Mabs. Then I got artsy and I was like, I want to draw Lilith from Darkstalkers. I don't even know what possessed me to do it, but I did. I'm very happy with this. Like, somehow between the blue pencil and the Pentel brush pen and the markers, I've given her a very soft look in this, and I'm going to zoom in like real close. I will look at that. Like, this face I am so proud of. It's so simple, like in its design and in its inking. And the blue pencil seems to only add to it. It like kind of adds like this undertone to it that, oh, just so happy. Like, the wings are crap. I was like, whatever. But overall, like, the picture itself, it just has a very soft feel to it, and I really enjoyed it. So I have fun doing it. I live streamed it, so people got to see me do it, even though the camera wasn't really positioned in a place for it to be seen very well. And of course, if you do Lilith, you have to, do Lilith, you have to have Morrigan because they're part of the same entity or whatever you want to call it. But unfortunately, like, Morrigan kind of has more of a childish look to her, Like, I guess that was kind of my aim, is I wanted to give her more of a cartoony looking face, kind of a more innocent looking face. But at the same time, I was like, I don't know. But I think I really did a good job. I mean, if you take a look at it, I guess. I love the way her face turned out. It doesn't really strike me as Morrigan Ainsland because she's like the succubus. She's the succubus that everybody recognizes, that everybody knows, and she's supposed to come across as like just completely like a sex bunny. And I understand that, but I kind of wanted to give her more of an innocent look to her. I don't know. And then like the rest of her body is like, like I overdid it on the waist. I could have made her just a little bit thicker. She kind of looks like she's about ready to snap in half. But whatever. It was just a quick sketch and quick coloring. I just wanted to keep with this. This was quick and this was quick, so I wanted to keep up with it. I wanted to keep on the flow. And so then I decided to do a Jessica Rabbit. Now, I've actually never drawn Jessica Rabbit. One of the weird things is, like, I do like her as a character very, very much, but I've never drawn her. So this was the first time for me. And I think I did pretty good on the character. It's hard to say, and it's hard, again, to see. Like, with the coloring back here, the Copics, I was dropping alcohol on there to kind of give it more of a spacey feel, which I guess it turned out. And then on her chest, I don't know if you can see it, I used a little bit of glitter pen. I didn't want to glitter up her entire bodice, but right there was fine, I guess. And then I love her face, like the eye detail and the lips and the nose, that part turned out super good. Her body's a little wonky, but, you know, whatever. That arm, I always do this. Like, I always over-exaggerate the shoulder and go in when I'm inking. And rather than try to fix it, because then, like, well, it's just going to stand out more if I do, I just kind of left it alone. But, like, I was doing that super late last night because I was on a roll. I didn't want to stop because all of these were pumped out just yesterday because I was finally getting into the mood to do art again. And it just came. And this was the sketchbook I had, so I put them in here. I did a little bit more sketching of Jessica Rabbit, a little bit of a profile, kind of a full body thing, leaning on a chair or a table with a microphone, a 1950s microphone because, you know, yeah. And I drew a little bit of Cherry in here because, you know, if I've got Piper, I should have Cherry too. I love Cherry. She's so cute. Like, everything about her is so cute. And I haven't drawn her in a while, so I've missed her. But she's just cute as ever. Look at her, just so happy. But that's it for this week's sketchbook review. It's all in the sketchbook. I did some full colors, and you know, these full colors, they're speed, but they still take a bit of time for me because I'm still not very good with my Copics. So, and I like experimenting just to get different effects and things like that. So yeah, that's this week's sketchbook review. If you guys liked what you saw, go ahead, like, subscribe, comment below. Congratulations to the winners of the giveaway again. Y'all are just awesome, and I love you all for, you know, subscribing and everything. Trying to think if there's anything else to say about anything. My commissions are still open. They probably will stay open while I'm in school because I need money. There'll be simple commissions, though, that I can't do anything horribly complex at this time. I don't have the time to dedicate to it. I also have an ongoing commission that I am still working on. But because it's an ongoing commission, as I finish those, then I look to see if anyone new has signed up, and I put them first. And then I'll go back to that one because it's kind of like an on-again, off-again commission. So it's no big deal. And if you guys are wondering, this is the blue lead that I use in my... my pencil. I have a dedicated blue pencil for my blue lead, so I know which one to grab. But this is, my stomach is growling a lot. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I apologize for that. I haven't had breakfast yet, and it's like almost 1 o'clock. But yeah, this is the lead I use, and it turns out really nice. Like, it's a darker blue, but like all of these, that's the blue lead I used, was in all of these, and you can see that it kind of disappears into the artwork pretty well. But it's a nice dark blue instead of that photo safe light blue like that. But yeah. Alright, so again, like and subscribe, comment below, and thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next sketchbook review video.